Here's one for you. How do you fit an AK in a tiny box?
This is another Airsoft Mike production.
This is the LCT AK MOE AEG.
Moe.
I love it when we get Airsoft products that come in a smaller compact version. As far as I can tell, this is an actual Airsoft concept based on obviously an AK. So you get an exclusive, I believe this is exclusive, but anyway, patch. Looks very nice. But are you telling me this whole entire very cool looking package in here is just for the patch? Mind you, to be fair, I'm loving how they showcase all their other platforms here. You get an LCT test sheet and operation manual, a 50 round mag, and as you can see there are options for larger capacity ones. However, what I love about this platform is that they give you an additional mag release and trigger guard set. So you can put bigger AK sized mags in it. Whether that means you can use any old mag from any old brand that does an AK, I'm not sure yet, we'll see. Now, would you look at this baby, and oh my gosh, do not be deceived by its size. It packs some weight. Right, hold on. You're certainly gonna know when you're carrying one of these, as small as it is. And would you look at the snout on that? I've said it before, I'll say it again, I love things that don't look like the norm. Look at that muzzle brake. Whoo! Hold on, let's complete that picture. It's like you want to put your hand just on that as the hand guard, but it's so small. Never mind, that will do, holding it like this, and you can get your forefinger right on there, on that little hand guard. I'll call it a finger guard. Right, let's just quickly go through the basics on this little bad boy, and this will explain why this thing is so heavy. Predominantly made out of steel. Predominantly. However, you've got a nice bit of real wood there. Now, full metal muzzle brake, I can't get over how epic that looks. And then there you've got your front sight, and from what I can see, that is adjustable. Nice. Oh, and as we're at the front, loving the markings on the muzzle brake, and just like its bigger brothers, the rear sight isn't at the rear, it's here. Loving the markings. By the way, decent. You know what I love about these AK platforms is that it's not your, you've got your safe, you got your little semi-auto, and if we have to, we'll go full auto. Not with these bad boys. You go from safe to you better run. And then, if you're in a good mood, you can just do semi-auto. So you've got your trigger and your paddle mag release, but remember earlier when I said you can actually swap out this trigger guard right here and mag release for the additional one that they supply you by removing 4 screws. There's 2 there. Just show you from underneath. Those are the 2 I just showed you, and there's the other 2 on the other side. And there you have your AK style grip with the checkering. And just above that at the rear, you can see you've got a rail piece there so you can put on a stock. Why would you? Why would you want to take away from this awesome little, tiny little AK platform? It looks so legit. I love it. Look at this tiny little handguard. Anyway, I was going to say tiny little muzzle brake, but that's huge. Again, I love that it's predominantly made out of steel, stamped steel. Not much to see from this side, so let's get the battery pack in. And just like all my other Airsoft AKs, well, almost like all my other Airsoft AKs, you get to the battery compartment from here. Nice. Beans. Oh, and while I've got the cover up, can I just show you right there? That's where you do your hop-up adjustments. Just there. Now, everything I have read about this, it recommends a 7.4, so that's what I'll be using. And of course, you can just tuck the battery there. Quick test, make sure it works. Actually, no, let's do semi first. Okay, let's hear it in full auto. Loud. Now, just before I put the BBs in and give it a little chrono and accuracy test, there's something I've got to let you know. So, although I've been banging on about how small the nice compact form that it is, well, it is, it's small and it's compact, but technically, the whole receiver side of it, yeah, and the lower section here, is pretty much the same size as, for example, hold on, my AKS-74U. I mean, I'll show you. Let me just hold it above it, upside down. Zoom in. Look at that. You can literally see they're the same size. Even when you put it up against this big, beautiful gas blowback, you can see there's not much difference in the size on the main body. So really, it's just the fact that it's got no stock, tiny mag, which, again, you can swap that out so you can get the full size mag in, and a teeny tiny little... Anyway, let's go. Now remember, it only takes 50. Now I know what you're thinking. Hold on, let's have a look at the average, and that's going to include the full auto. There you go, averaging out at 273. During the single shots, it was giving you around the 274, 275, 276. Then I went full auto, and you know what? That's exactly what I expected. I mean, this is a sealed bag. I haven't even opened it. It's sealed from the manufacturers. So I showed you this earlier. Oh, there's a brochure there too. I didn't see that before. So there's your manual. But look, remember I showed you it had a test sheet. Have a look. It literally showed me what to expect. And they're getting 2748, 2759. The lowest one was what, 2721. So yeah, it's pretty much what I expected. And they too used a 7.4. Here, do you want to hear what this bad boy sounds like with an 11.1 volt battery in here? Not the one that's recommended for this particular model, but have a listen, 11.1 volts. Also, it just dawned on me again, the inner barrel must be fairly short. It's not going to be just that. It's obviously going to be somewhere down here, but that's still fairly short, probably around the ballpark of a, let me see, an airsoft pistol maybe? I mean, technically this is classed as one. Are you kidding me? I was not expecting that. The funny thing is, my first shot, I was thinking, uh-oh, what's going on here? Then I took a second one, and then it went down there. And then for some reason, maybe I calmed down, took a deep breath, and I was in a Zen zone. And then it was almost bullseyes all the way. Well, almost. But yeah, decent.
Perfect. Perfect.
Do you know what? I wasn't going to bother. But I think it would be rude not to. Right. I've got the alternative trigger guard and mag release on, so you've got a full-size mag well there. And this is a Cyma AK mag. Let's see. Oh, nice. It fits.
Yeah, boy.
But, will it actually function? Here goes. I've got some BBs in there, listen. We're going semi. Oh, it works.
Nice.
Hold on, let's go full auto. Nice. But if I'm being honest with you, I prefer it in its original configuration out of the box. Yeah, baby. I'm telling you, I absolutely love this thing. Yes, it would have been nice if it was a bit more punchier with the old FPS, but I'm sure you can upgrade that. But one thing to note, which I think is quite interesting, it literally has a 24mm counterclockwise Russian barrel threads. This is the LCT AK MOE AEG. I prefer to say Mo or MOE, but anyway, it is what it is, and I love it. Oh, and if you're interested, I bought it from Patrol Base in the UK. I bought it, wasn't a freebie.